Okay, so here we are at one of my properties. So this is a pub, as you can see. It's a bit demolished there on the right hand side. But if we have a walk around this way, follow me. We've took this side bit of the building down here because this bit used to come right over there with like an extension that went over there. And this was an old pub in this village that didn't really work. It's had loads of different managers in, and it's never really worked. And it'd been closed down for about 18 months, so we're trying to sell it. And I like to look around on the internet for bits of property and whatever, and everybody's after the same thing. They're all after a bargain, they're all after an house, but nobody ever really looks at commercial properties because I think it's too much like hard work. But anyway, I bought this pub and I paid £185,000 for it, and I thought it'd make a really, really nice house. I knew it would do good as a pub anymore, but the peach behind it was this. When I look behind the behind the pub, we've got these two lovely cottages, you know, they are really nice stone cottages. They've got the stone mullion windows there, and they've got the lovely, if you come over here, they've got the lovely archway, and they've got all the lovely beams inside, lovely big old fireplace there. So this is going to be the living room and kitchen area, which is huge, with a lovely glass door in there. And this will be a 3-bedroom cottage, and then, as I say, next door will be a 2-bedroom cottage. And if you come around and look around the building, so this is going to be car parking, by the way, for this particular place, and there's a drive coming up for this one. You can see how big the actual pub was, and a lot of these pubs are really, really big, because back in the day, obviously, it was a big pub that was needed because a lot of people used to come in them. This is going to be a nice big open window there for this cottage on this side, and then this is going to be the garden area, and a new drive going down where all that crap is now. And of course you've got three separate gardens. So the thing is that this pub had been empty for like 18 months, and it was up for sale at 260,000, I think. And lots of people came, but they can't see some people can't see the wood for the trees. And then some people are scared to think, oh, if I buy a pub, what if I'm stuck with it? What if I don't get planning permission? And that's what property deals are all about. You've got to be able to take a chance, and you've got to be confident in yourself, and you've got to see through things. So when I came to see this pub, I didn't see a closed down pub that I'm going to have a load of problems with planning, because you're always going to get a load of problems with planning. What I saw is a big beautiful house that's going to be easy to convert, and I saw 2 other houses that have not been used for years, and the great thing about this one is it's got a brand new roof. Somebody's already done the job for me. Then I looked around and I thought, well, how much are these going to make? So obviously looking around what the property prices are, I know that this is going to do about 350 because it's a huge 4-bedroom detached house. This one's going to do about 225, this 2-bedroom stone cottage, and this one's going to do about 250. So if you put them together, you've got £825,000. And then price to complete them all, probably about £100,000, because they're just really 3 light refurbs. It's not a massive job. Maybe 2 months to do the whole lot. So you take 100 grand off 825, gives you 725. You take your 185 grand off that. Maths, 185 grand off that gives you 525, 540 grand. And then if you say another 40 grand contingency, just in case, around about 10%, 8 to 10% contingency, you've got a 500 grand profit. And I don't have to do anything. Basically, I get the team in, or any building team that you want to get in, to give you a price to get the job done, and you've got the profit. And all I do is come out once every now and again, just see how the job's going, give it to an agent to put on the market. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, £500,000, done and dusted. It's as easy as that. Now, it's not always easy when you can't borrow the money. I don't need to borrow the money because I've got the money. But it wasn't always like that. But there is ways that you can do this without having to borrow the money, and where you can get other people to come into a joint venture with you, which we'll discuss later on. So I'm just going to take you inside now and just show you a little bit about the pub. out of the way. Like this had a big extension on. We got this took down for about 4,000 quid for this extension. Now you can get prices from people. I mean, like I got a price from one guy. I mean, he must have been on drugs because he wanted £30,000 to take the extension down, but I got it done for 4,000 off somebody else. So you've got to be careful of that. Don't be listening to get your first quote. There's always somebody that'll do a deal for you that's desperate for some work. As I said, it's going to be this particular house is going to be beautiful because it's going to have a big, lovely bifolding door in here with some bit of a drive and garden, and the garden round there. And this is going to be a lovely big kitchen down here, and then in here got a downstairs toilet, and we've got a big utility room in the back there. But you can see all the structures already here. I don't have to build this. I'm going to put some new windows in, and that's it. And then upstairs, we'll go upstairs into this part. I'm just not sure if I can get away with this carpet if I give it a good clean. Give this carpet a good clean, it might come up, you never know. And again, this would scare some people to death. Oh, look at this. But within 2 hours, you can take all this crap out of the way, get all these carpets out, and basically give it a tidy up, and you've cracked it. And you've got 4 nice big bedrooms there, look. A nice big bathroom. Gonna knock a couple of doors through here. So this will be a big bedroom with an ensuite and a dressing room. Fabulous. And you've got another big bedroom in here. I mean, look at the size of them. You don't get this in a normal house, but when you get a pub, you get these kind of size rooms. And you've got nice outlook here over all the fields and what have you. And it's a nice area. But some people would say, you're the guy that buys the pubs and shuts them down. I don't shut them all down. I don't shut any down, actually. I only buy pubs that are shut down. And they've more or less been shut for over a year, so they're not going to work anyway. So the way I see it is I'm doing the area a favour, because I'm taking away somewhere that might have brought a lot of I mean, I don't know if this case is this pub, but sometimes there's pubs that bring a lot of trouble to the area, and people just can't wait. I mean, like for this one, there wasn't one objection at all from anybody in the area, so they must have all wanted it closed down. And not only that as well, if there's more than one pub in the village, it gives the other pubs chance to thrive and make money. So this is the 4th bedroom, and then I'll just show you into the living room downstairs. I mean, look at this for a lovely living room. I mean, look at the size of it. It's beauty. 2 fireplaces there, so you can have them both open if you want. It's a lovely living room here, and then you've got a nice big open space here, and big beautiful double doors. And then you've got a fabulous area here, which could be like a dining room, like a dining area in between your living room and your kitchen. And it's just being able to have that vision to see things, and don't look beyond the crap, look beyond all this, see it finished in your head, and then just go for it. So that's the pub. As I said, sometimes with planning permission, it can be people can be scared to death by planning permission. Now, I don't know what it's like in America or Australia. I know this video is going to go out to all over the world, but in the UK, which will be the catchment, really, I suppose, for this, is that there's 2 ways to look at planning. The government have their own planning policy, and the local councils also have their own planning policy. But the government policy always trumps local council policies. The government are all for building lots more houses because we've got a massive housing shortage here, and this is a thing. If you've got 3 houses here, it's all right. Let's say the 250, 300 grand marker. Somebody is going to be moving in this house from let's say they're buying this 350 grand house. They'll be selling a 200 grand house probably to move into this one. So the people that are moving to their 200 grand house will be selling their 100 grand house. When they move from that 100 grand house, there'll be people moving from a council house buying the first starter house as a 100 grand house, which will mean it'll leave the council house spare. So just because you're getting planning for bigger houses, what you're doing is you're creating a house further down the line, because people always want to move up with property. But as far as the planning is concerned, is that I've always found that planning is an absolute nightmare to get. It really is. Because the local planning authorities are just hard work. In my opinion, they're bloody bone idle as well. And I've always found it really, really difficult. So what you've got to do is you've got to try and, in the videos I'm going to be explaining how to get around the planning policies and how to work, and the letters that you should be writing to the planners to make sure that they're doing their job as advised by the government. And if you can do that, like I did with this particular one, I've done with nearly everyone I've got, you'll always win and you'll get the planning, because the government want to see more houses being built. And providing you can give a good enough argument for why you should get the planning. I mean, let's face it, I'm not building anything here. You know, this is already done. And that's what I'm saying to you. Buying a piece of land and getting planning is different to buying an older building and getting the change of use. But as I said, I'm going to be going through that and showing you how to jump through them hoops and how to get the planners on side. Yeah, so it can be difficult, but you always win in the end. This is the cellar, and this is a great thing about buying pubs. You always find, like, I don't know, it's like a treasure chest to me when you buy one of these places. And I've bought loads of pubs over the years. I like buying pubs. But this is the beer cellar. And I mean, look at the fantastic space that you've got. And that's where they brought the barrels in from the outside. And which is fantastic, because if somebody buys this pub and they want themselves a nice little workshop, they don't have to cart down, they've got the steps to come down, but they've also got an area outside where they can lower the stuff in, and you know, it's just a fantastic little space, all these little spaces. And just wants a good jet wash, a good power off. Obviously it's a bit damp at the moment because it's been open to elements. A good power wash, whitewash the walls, and you've got a fantastic space down here. And these are the little bonuses that I find that come with these pubs. And not only that as well, when you do buy these pubs or commercial properties, you know, and you start stripping them out, there's lots of stuff that you can sell as well. You know, I mean, don't just come and rip everything out. There's all sorts of, there's the lead that you can take out of them. There's all sorts of, there's the barrels and all the pub memorabilia. I mean, I think on this one alone, I think we've made about 8,000 on just the crap that we've sold that people, you know, one man's rubbish is another man's treasure. And that really, you know, that really helps.